Hey beloveds, welcome to Beanie TV, where I offer you sprinkles of spiritual sassiness. So let's get into today's affirmation. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Release. I choose prosperity over struggle. I choose prosperity over struggle. I choose prosperity over struggle. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Release. Hey guys, what is up, my manifesting mamacitas and my miracle mindset men? So today we are going to talk about a revelation, a revealing realization that I had, that I've been having, that keeps coming up for me over and over again, and that is the constant practice every single day of listening to myself and saying no to things that felt right for a long time. So let's specifically talk about prosperity, let's talk about wealth, and let's talk about well-being. So I grew up in a single parent home, but it never felt like it. My mom always provided. You guys know I've talked about that many times on this channel. She, worked 2 jobs, and we had whatever we wanted, except North Face jackets. She was not buying them $600 jackets, but we had video game consoles, and we were always provided for, always. And we grew up in a good neighborhood. It was good. And then I moved to live with my uncle in Brooklyn because I wanted to get a job at Topshop. And my uncle lives on Flatbush, not like the greatest apartment building, not the greatest part of town. Now it's getting gentrified, but that's neither here nor there. And I think that I had become accustomed to living okay, not living lavishly, not living amazingly, just living okay. And I kind of subconsciously took that with me here, brought that with me here in LA. And I ended up moving where felt familiar to me. So that meant a noisy, loud neighborhood. That meant not the greatest neighbors. That meant dirtiness. That meant low income. That meant low vibration. And I knew I didn't like where I was, and I knew that it didn't feel good to me. But I kind of stayed there because I felt like I couldn't afford anything else, which I feel like I couldn't afford it, but I just wasn't using the tools at hand. So anyway, my last apartment, I lived next to a really noisy neighbor who used to have sex all the time. I had bed bugs. I had another neighbor who was super into weird voodoo stuff. I had a really noisy neighbor under me. It was just all low vibrating, all terrible. But then I took that same energy into my next apartment, and I don't even live that far from my old apartment, and it's still the same thing, kind of noisy, quiet. I live on a quiet street, but it's still, I live adjacent to a very noisy street. I'm seeing homeless people all the time. The sidewalks are dirty. Again, low vibrating, low income. And I started to realize okay, I don't want this anymore. What is for me public transportation here in LA and taking the bus. The bus does not always feel good. It's not like taking the subway in New York. It's not everybody is taking it. It's a lot of working class people, homeless people get on there all the time. It's crazy people getting on there, crazy shit be happening. And I keep having this conversation with myself, and I am putting action behind my realization. Instead of going around in circles, I'm putting action behind my realization, and I am choosing my well-being. There is no need for me to walk to the bus, get on the bus, be on the bumpy, uncomfortable ass bus, and going to a job that I can't stand. I don't have to do that anymore. So what was stopping me from getting a car has just been, I don't really feel comfortable driving in LA, and maybe that's an old story I'm ready to let go of. Because and also, you know, let me save money in getting an Uber. Instead of getting an Uber, let me get on the bus. Instead of being comfortable in a car, let me get on the bus. Let me go walk on the bus. Instead of having the Uber come and pick me up, let me go walk to the bus stop, get on the bus, and deal with whatever nonsense will happen on that bus. And now I'm just, and of course for me, Uber, I haven't taken the bus in a week because I've been taking Uber all the time, and my mom has been like, Abina, take Uber, and I'm like, no, I want to save my $7, no. And it's like, when you're saving money, you're not saving yourself, you're not saving your well-being. I feel like shit sometimes when I get off of the bus because the energy sucks. You guys know I've talked about this for a long time. I've talked about it, and now I'm putting action behind realization. And yesterday I almost took the bus, and because I had to go to Target for some laundry detergent. I was like, I hate this bus. I know I hate this bus, like a specific bus route. I hate it. Every time I get on there, it doesn't feel good. So I didn't take the bus, and I ended up just walking over to 7-Eleven, getting whatever detergent, whatever. But I am putting my foot down, and it's because I thought every time I have the option between Uber and bus, and also Uber hasn't been stress-free either. Uber has also kind of sometimes just like not been that great, where people will cancel the ride on me, or people will not pick me up because of the color of my skin, or like whatever. Like, yes, y'all, it's been real out here. Like, it's been real. But the point is, I'm choosing my well-being, and well-being for me is feeling good. I've been taking Uber to work instead of the bus, and I felt better. I like being able to sit in the Uber. I like being able to be comfortable in the car and have someone drive me around. I like being able to look at different like neighborhoods that I usually wouldn't have seen because the bus only goes like one route. And I just like being comfortable, and my comfortability is important to me. And now I'm understanding that. I'm understanding that I do have a certain taste level that I deserve to receive in the physical realm. And I know sometimes it can feel like, and it's so funny because the first day I took Uber to work, because I had a coworker, she takes Uber to work, and I'm like, girl, you crazy? Girl, you need to save your money. Like, no, she is not trying to be uncomfortable on these buses, and only takes it if she needs to. That's her boundary. That's her self-care. And because I think also part of me is very like, I'll rough it if I have to. And that could come from being first generation, that can come from being from New Jersey, that can come from coming from single parent household. You do what you got to do. And I'm sick of that. Like, it has worked for me in some areas, but it doesn't, I don't need it in every area. It doesn't have to be that way in every single area of my life. Like, roughing it out, thugging it out, doing what I gotta do. Those things don't feel good. Like, can I just flow? Can I just feel good? Can I just receive? Like, can we do that now? Like, I feel like, yes, I can, and yes, I am doing that now. So, I've just been thinking about, like, not thinking about, but, so, yeah. And it's the small things. It's the small things in choosing your well-being, choosing prosperity, choosing provisions that God has for you. And guys, you know what's crazy is that I have the money. Like, I'm not saving money by not taking the bus. I've been provided for. Money will just come. Money will come as I take more and more Ubers. Money will just start coming. And it makes me realize, like, I could have been doing this the whole time, but I chose different. I chose subconsciously what I only knew, which was lower. And it's like, and when I first moved out here, you know how people are always just like, Whole Foods is so expensive, you can't shop at Whole Foods, your whole check gone. I shop at Whole Foods now. It's convenient for me because it's right downtown. And I still spend the same amount of money, and I still leave with the same products that I was leaving with. Whether I go to, there's something out here called Food for Less, which is like a ShopRite on the East Coast, or like a Pathmark. Yeah, why? Like, and it's the thing that is clicking in my head is that I could have done this the whole time. Instead of going to Food for Less because I didn't want to go all the way to Whole Foods because I didn't want to spend my whole check, I could have gone to Whole Foods the whole time, had better quality food, access to better quality food, and still spend the same money. So like, what are we doing here? Why are we choosing struggle over prosperity when prosperity is here for us? Yeah, like, why do we do that? Why do we choose struggle when prosperity is right here for us? I feel like this video is more just me talking. I'm probably not even gonna like edit it. Maybe I'll edit it a little bit, but yeah. So where in your life can you start choosing prosperity? And I talk about Uber and the bus because it's a small thing, but it's a small thing leading to that will overflow into bigger things. I have a certain taste level, and I am ready to live and receive that taste level and not feel bad. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Oh my God, I forgot. So the first day I got in the Uber, I was taking the Uber to work, my cousin FaceTimed me, and she was like, where are you going? And I said, to work. She's like, you taking an Uber to work? Who do you think you are? And I know my cousin loves me, and I know, focus. And I know my cousin loves me, and I know she doesn't know my mental process, but you're gonna get reactions like that. And that's what I did to my coworker. When my coworker told me that she takes Ubers every day to work, I'm like, girl, you crazy. It's not. And the way my cousin reacted to me, I've already made the decision that my well-being is more important than the opinion or joke or whatever of anyone else. So you're going to get that. You are going to get that feedback. You're going to get that resistance from other people who are not doing it for themselves. And you just got to be super firm in your well-being, choosing prosperity over struggle, choosing you over false convenience. And can I tell you guys, I literally feel amazing. I haven't taken the bus in like 5-6 days, and I feel great. I feel great. My Ubers have been good. I've been getting home safe. No issues, no nothing. Thank you, Jesus. I feel good. I'm 29 years old, and I have the ability to pay for Ubers, to even get a car. I have it. I can do it. And recently I've just gotten out of my own way, and I'm just like, enough. I'm 29 years old. I should not be walking to the bus stop when I have the resources to do better. I have the resources to do better. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like walking down to the bus. I don't like taking the bus. I don't. And I'm allowed to say that. I really do not. So yeah, where in your life can you start saying yes to your well-being? I promise you, you already have it. It's already available to you. You just have to like get with it. This video is, you know what, this video is not different from other videos, because I have other videos like this where I'm just like ranting and stream of consciousnessing. But let me know in the comments below where you, big or small, have decided to choose prosperity over struggle. I love you guys. You guys are deserving of the greatness that the world has to offer. You are so deserving of shopping at Whole Foods. You are so deserving of taking an Uber to work and from work. You are deserving. And the resources will show up for you. I promise, I promise, I promise. They will, because they've been showing up for me. So I thank you guys. I love you, and I'll see you guys next video.